Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. Somebody's trying to, well, I'm not 100% sure. I did it two different ways. He mentioned the space between the letters. He didn't want the person. And then he said something about making the letters two different colors. So I did it both ways. I haven't sent it to him yet. I thought I'd show him how I did it. And this is the bitmap he sent me. It's pretty clear. For the one I'm doing it for, I reduced it in size quite a bit. So it's less than 4 inches. I've set my next factor set on 4. And this isn't part of the real video, but it'll help him get to a different point and maybe help you. I'm going to outline trace clip art, quick trace clip art. And what this does, it traces the image, but it gets rid of the white bounding box. If we go to object order, backup page. So now I've just got that clear man. I'm going to go ahead and take that box away. And now what I can do, because there's no spaces between it, I'm going to get my smart fill tool. Doesn't matter what color I'm going to fill that in. I'm going to nudge it down. Then I'm going to fill the man in, nudge it down. And you can see it's right on top of the man. Well, you know what? I missed some of his shoes. We can fix that. I didn't notice that at first. Let's fix that. Yes. Left click, right click. And I'm just going to use, I'm going to use a 3-point curve line. I could actually cut that away, but what I'm going to do, the interior stuff doesn't matter. I didn't notice that when I was playing with it. I want the 3-point curve line. I love the 3-point curve line because it's just going to make it so much better. So you put a little curve to it. Now what we're going to do is we've made it blocked off. So I'm going to bring in my box, fill that in, and now fill in the man. And now his shoes don't make a difference. Now I can grab both these, and one thing you got to think about, you've got to go where you grab the bounding box too. So you've got two objects, and I'm going to go to intersect, and there is our man with no background. So let's get these out of the way. And I might make this into 2 videos because I don't know which one he wants, and this one's going to take a little bit of time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a duplicate of both these and move them over and out. So I'm going to hit P, put it in the center page. I'm going to hit P, put that in the center page. And he can decide how big he wants it, how small he wants it. And I think I'm going to do this one first. And I'm going to make the man a little bit bigger and hit P again. Now what I can try to do, I'm going to try this. I did this last night before I went to bed, and I forgot really what I did. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change my nudge factor now to make it bigger to like 18 inches or 19 inches. And I want to intersect that. You got to select both of them. And I'm going to move that out of the way. Now I'm going to left click, no, well, you know what? You can't do that. You know what we can do? Take our box, fill that in. There we go. That'll work. Now I'm going to take, you know what I'm going to do? Instead of, normally I fill that in. Or if I go left click, right click, I've got to go to object and break the curve apart to get that box out of the way. Now I'm going to try this, and I'm going to make that transparent. And I'm going to get my box I don't think I did any good. Yeah, I think that's what I was after. Now let's try it. Smart fill tool. No, that's kind of cool within itself. If we take away, that's not what I'm trying to do though. I'm going to take away the outline. No, no, that didn't do us any good at all. So just forget that. Let's try this. Let's just take our text and our man. And this time, I very seldom ever use the trim tool. So look what that did. It cut out the man. Um, is that gonna help us? I don't know. Because part of the man is gone. Um, let me go back up to this picture. Kind of forgot what I did. Okay, here's what we can do. I don't know that I did it this way, but I'm going to do it this way now. I'm going to use a box one more time, and I'm going to fill that in, and I'm just going to get the shadow of the man or the outline of the man. I'm going to left click, right click. And now I'm going to put this back over to here. Yes, this is what I want, I think. So like in the original, his arm is orange and the other one's blue. So we're going to get our Smart Fill tool on orange. There we go. So every body part that's inside the letters is going to be that color. And every body part that's not inside the letters. Now the only thing I got to think about is how to get the man back. And I must have a little leak right there because you know what you can always do is move that out of the way. I don't know why that didn't. There we go. And then fill that in with black. There we go. Oh, I'm sorry that was kind of confusing. I hope I can get the man back now. See what happens when we put the man back. Don't need the box. Object, order, front of page. Okay. Now what we need to do, I'm going to take all you can see I got orange selected. I'm going to shift select that orange and that orange and that orange. I'm going to go in and Control G, and I'm going to put it to the front of the page. Now I can move this over. There we go. I don't know that you would want well, that way you can kind of see the run better. I really like, and I'm hoping this is what he wants. Where there's basically you're taking out the man. You can't really take that part out, but that's what he talked about. He talked about taking out the person between the letters. So maybe I was a little bit confused, but that's still pretty cool within itself because you get the shape of the man. Anyway, stay tuned for part 2, and hopefully I can make it easier on you. And thank you for watching.